Hey guys, welcome back, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Today's video we're going to show you how easy it is to replace a baking element in a stove. Of course, when you're dealing with electrical items, the number one priority is safety. So you either unplug the item or you turn it off at the breaker. On this one I've got turned off at the breaker. And we're going to hopefully go step by step so you get a good idea of how easy it is to do replacing a baking element on a stove. So let's get started, alright guys? It's a General Electric stove, pretty basic, simple stove. I'll show you. I went ahead and pulled the racks out of it. I'll move my light in here so we can see. Went ahead and pulled the racks out of it. And my element right there started sparking like a sparkler. So we shut it off, looked it over, and that's what I assume, or what I figure is going to be the issue. After talking to a few folks, I think that's what it is. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the back of the stove and take the back off so we can access all the plugs in the back of the stove. And we're going to remove the 4 screws that are holding the back plate on. They're in pretty easy. Alright, now that we've accessed through the back panel, these upper ones here belong to our boiler, or broiler element. The ones down here go to the baking element. These are the ones we're going to unplug and replace here. So we'll unplug, just pull right off. That one pulls off, and we've got the 2 connectors here and here. Now the wires will stay pretty well where I need them to be, so I can plug them right exactly back when I get through to the exact same side. To show you the 2 screws we're going to have to remove to take this bottom element out. You've got this one here. And normally they're not in there very tight, as far as you have to struggle real hard to get them out. Pretty easy. Got the 1 screw out. Then we'll do this one. Okay, both screws have been removed, so this just pulls right out. That simple. There's 2 end plugs. They just slide out from inside the groove there where the insulation is. Alright, so now we're going to install the new one. It's just kind of reverse the process as far as taking out, reverse it, putting it back in. So now let me get that new element in here, and then we'll work on putting it back on and get it going again. Okay guys, I got the new element in hand. Brand new. One thing about it, when you go to the parts store to get the element, you want to take your model number with you off of your stove. Normally they're in the lower side. I have to move my light around so I can show you guys. On most stoves, they'll be normally right here with the model number. Pull the drawer out. Now, you want to definitely get the right model number and the right element for the stove. From what I was told, if you don't get the right one, you could burn out the element because it's not set for that stove. Well, of course, my first time replacing one of these seems pretty easy and simple. So, we just reverse the process. Slide it into the hole through the insulation and line your holes up. Move the camera in a little closer. Now, let me do this the easy way. Come on. That doesn't always work out the way you want it to, but hey, a little bit of time. Got that one started. Come on, guys. That one started. Now I'm using a 1/4 socket for these screws. I'm using a ratchet, but these are so easy going in. I probably could have used a box end wrench, but got it secured. Screws in place. You want to make sure that your feet are touching down onto the bottom of the stove and they're not standing up. You may have to bend the little metal prongs that the screw fits in so that they'll fit nice and snug onto the floor of the stove. Install your racks, and then we'll go around to the back, hook everything up, and put the back plate on. Alright, now that we're at the back of the stove, I've got my light hopefully where I can not block the connections. We need to attach our orange wire back to this side, our yellow wire back to this side. Now they just unplug and shove back on one of those connectors. Put them on, walk it on, and do the same with that. Make sure you got it in there good and tight. It's locked into place. And now we'll work on putting the back panel on. Alright, now it's time to put the back panel on. I've got a screw hole here, one here, one here, and one up here. So, hold the panel up to where you can see the holes through the metal. I'll try to run these in finger tight. Okay, got the two top in. Now we'll do the bottoms. panel fits flush up against the back of the stove. And then you take your socket set, run them up snug, and we'll tighten them down. Alright. Alright guys, now that I've got the breaker taken care of, turn back on, the stove's preheating. I'll give you a look at how the element's warming up, and just to make sure it's going to work like it should. Here we go. Nice good glow to it. Alright guys, that's pretty well all it takes to do that. I hope you enjoyed the video.